cold at the touch, dead in the eyes, no signs of life no more. I put your love under the knife. Leave me to die here all alone. No signs of life no more, no. A crying dove may never fly. It's black and white. Yeah. Black and white. Oh, 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 oh. It's black and white. No more. Black and white, just let me go. It's only right. For all I know, it's only matter. It's calico, it's black and white. White, white, white. Just let me go. It's only right. For all I know, it's only matter. It's calico, it's black and white. White, white, white.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're back live for another great Mobile Mayhem Battle Royale 2021 season edition. It's your boy Verdict, and as you see to my right here, we got a new co-host, guys. Citrus. Everybody say hey to Citrus. Citrus, how you doing today, my guy?
What's good, guys? Happy to be here, man. Finally have a spectator seat for Mobile Mayhem EU. Couldn't be happier, man. Could not be happier.
Bro, we are super excited to have you, man. We are so excited about this stream today. We got 4 action-packed games that are going to be played here. And boys and girls, like last week was like, I was at a loss for words, dude. It was absolutely a 100 competition. We're actually going to pull up some of the clip notes just to recap and get you guys caught up. You know, some of the standings that I have right here, we'll take a look at here too. We're going to see a first place. Pretty hefty lead. That's an 80-point lead. I mean, granted, that could be covered in a... But let's just be realistic. That is... They're almost miles ahead of the competition. Legio, 430 points off the rip. AMK in second, 350. And it's going to get a little tighter here as we go down the list. AMK, 350. Fangzi right here, a.k.a. 345. That's a 5-point gap there. So second and third, very competitive. First place, just miles above the competition at the moment. As we look at 4th place, DBZ, Red Moon, all these guys still pretty in contention. It's definitely something that they can make up. But thoughts, Citrus, man. I know you know a lot about this EU comp scene. Fill me in, my guy.
So I want to go over the scoring real quick. So we are looking at an 80-point difference between first and second, but really what that boils down to is 8 kills. Each kill is 10 points, so you can close the gap between first and second in a matter of 2 team fights. Placement, 100 points for first, equivalent to 10 kills. So if you were to compare it to basketball, that would be a huge differential between 80 points on the scoreboard. In this case, though, we're looking at 8 kills, so I think that AMK has a lot of potential in 1 or 2 games to close that gap. Big shout out to Legiao. I think it was game 2 or 3 of last week. I was spectating it as a fan in the stream, and I think they dropped 27 kills verdict in one of those games, 2 or 3, and really that was the difference maker for them, setting themselves apart. So if they can once again perform in one game like they did last week, they're going to extend this lead. AMK played a more passive game. They definitely favored playing the edge, rotating wisely, and as you can see, they have 350 points to their name. Also, AKA, played a great game. They're one of the more aggressive teams. They're a team that lives on platform. If there's a platform as part of the flight path, they're going there. DBZ, a team that's a little bit more unpredictable. They're going to have many places on the map that they're going to drop. So they're a team that's hard to read, and if they can pick up these early kills and these mid-game rotation kills, you're going to see another strong top 4, top 5 performance from them. Red Moon, 5th place, not a team to be slept on by any means. Another great team, but with 240 points, they do have a lot of making up to do. And then it starts to boil down. Dark Army, 195 points. Fearless Esports, 145. Things start to dwindle. So I'm going to be keeping my eye on these top 5 teams and seeing what their performance and their momentum is to start this week 2 of Mobile Mayhem.
Dude, it's going to be awesome. Some of the notes that we're going to keep in mind as well, too. Some of our top killers, I'll go ahead and give these guys a shout out. We're going to have Payday with 20 kills from Legio. That first place team, they're going to be anchored by a guy who is able to slay, just uncontested. 20 kills for him. Shadow's going to be right there behind him with 16 for the team DBZ, who is in that 4th place slot. Namely, Fengzi, who's going to be right there with 14 kills. GodX with Legio. So it looks like 3 of the 5 players that we're listing here, it's a pattern. They're going to be belonging to that Legio team that is just outright OP. Now, with that being said, I know the EU comp scene isn't as lopsided as the NA comp scene. The NA comp scene is like, bro, it's like 3 teams and that's it. Like here, it's a little different. As you mentioned, you mentioned several teams that have reputable talent that come in and put on a show for us. But when we were looking at that, how much clout, how much does that bring to the table if you're a part of that team? Like what does that mean for them?
Well, I mean, it means a lot. It means a lot in the way that they play together. I think if you have 3 out of the 5 players on one team being part of the top fraggers, you're looking at strong grouping from them. You're not seeing players isolating themselves too often. You do see Payday at the top with 20 kills, but to have 3 out of the 5, it means that they're playing cohesively. There's synergy running through them from game 1 to game 4. So I don't think that you're going to see them really step off, the beaten path as far as playing together. I am surprised that AMK doesn't have anyone in the top 5 for top killers. And I think that goes to show that they're more of a placement-based team right now. They're looking to pick up kills at the end. We'll see if that strategy works for them. And I do want to correct myself. I had said that it was 10 points for a kill. It's actually 5 points per kill with 50 points for first place. So same math, 10 kills will get you a first. But if there's an 80-point difference, that means that we're looking at, 16 kills. So they have 16 kills to make up for. That's AMK looking to take that top spot from Legiao.
Yeah, we're gonna see that, but we're also you got to keep in mind, like I don't think that any team is gonna be able to make up that gap that Legio has at the moment. You gotta pace yourself in this event. There's 4 games today that are to be played. You need to maximize on each and every game, and I think that's something that this EU comp scene has a grasp on. If I don't mind saying, like the NA comp scene, you'll see a lot of consistency for a few games, and then you'll see like a team will get wiped. Like I remember Wicked got wiped real early one game. You guys got wiped pretty early one game. And it's detrimental when you have a 4-game series that you're performing properly. But I'm not going to stress any of that anymore, any much longer. We're actually going to jump straight into the action. And with that being said, Citrus, who should we have eyes on at the moment?
I mean, I want to go on board with Fancy, aka we do have a platform on this map. Airborne is allowed, so they have no problem getting there. The platform is between pier and circus over the water, so if any player or team contests aka a platform and they get shot as they're gliding off, those tags are dead in the water.
They are going to be dead in the water, but with that being said, if they are in the water, I feel like it's not going to be as contested. You just have to find a way to, I mean, I guess strategically get them and not be in an area or be in it. I don't know. I feel like I don't know if it's a lot more manageable. You can't get a snowboard on it, but you're not going to see a ton of people in the water, right? That's fair to say.
With that said, we do have AKA going to platform, but they are uncontested. We have teams dropping early at Black Market, Radar, and Harbor. Those teams are also uncontested. 2 teams at Farm. We got to go on board with AMK, Team 1.
All right, we're going to be taking a look at AMK. That's going to be Ackman and squad as they make their way to Farm. And I think you made a note of this when we talked earlier before stream. This is where they go every time. Is that correct?
They do. The only other place that I've seen them go is Pipeline, but that's a next door neighbor to Farm, so it includes the same rotation.
So we are going to see YZ go down. Naruto is going to get that first initial kill. Now we're going to have plenty of action elsewhere too as well, so we're going to take a look at Broken and Ackman as these guys are taking on a 3v4 situation. But I also want to shed some light on Team 10 as we do have Escanor, the last player alive. We're going to get a brief little shot here as he's, I'm assuming, kind of just healthing up and trying to get out of harm's way. He might do it. That's a 3v3. That's an even matchup, but that's ultimately going to lead into one player just bouncing out of the mix, and we're actually going to fight right back over to the side of AMK.
So Verdict, this is my first time on the emulator, and I don't know how to click on certain players. I'm on board with AKA, who I don't want to be on board with.
So there's like a little menu button right below the settings option. If you hit that, it'll pull up a list of players' names. You just hit that if you're on mouse and keyboard. But if you've got it on keyboard set predominantly, you're not going to be able to take advantage of tapping the mouse.
All right, I'm going to try to go into my settings here.
All right, with that being said, we are going to see 2 teams in Countdown as well, which could make for some action. I want to take a look at Team 7. That is going to be our guys over at Legio. Lo and behold, our first place team here. They're going to have 1 kill on the board as Team 25, our guys over at Sons of Shidagami. Shidagami, did I say that right?
Sounds great to me, man.
Hey!
If it was on the menu, I would order it.
Hey, there we go. Hey, I would order 2 of those. I need 2 of those ASAP. So Legio is actually going to have a gunfight here with Team 25, Shidagami. They are going to be spotted as we're actually going to see Fira go down early. Wow. Fira goes down. Payday is going to get the tags, and we're going to see a 3v4 ensue, or 3v3 rather, as one of the players from Team 7 actually going to be taken out early. No, that is actually going to be on the revive flight, so... That was not Team 7. There we go. Team 25 and 7. What am I doing? D4 Legend's going to take out Asuna. Asuna's going to go down real early. And we're going to have Wicked on the board as well there, too. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and bounce over to the guys over at Wicked as it looks like they're still on the board.
Yeah, it looks like they're down, but Callie's there for the trade, so that's going to be a big pickup.
Black Dog is going to go down from TRS. They are going to have some more action here as we're going to see another kill. So that's 4 kills. It's a great start for this Wicked roster today, as it looks like they're going to be pretty uncontested now that they've cleared all of this practice range area. They're going to have Pitable kind of like scrounging on his knees, bro, but he might as well go ahead and thirst that because his teammate is nowhere in sight. Yep, we are going to see him get that frag there. So Satama is actually going to get the frag. We're going to see some more action from KS and our teams over in Overgrown. So they got scanned out, and my guy Pitable is going to be down and out for the count. He's not going to be revived there. There's no way they're going to make that trip.
So I'm still having technical difficulties here, so I'm still on board with AKA. I think the best thing I can do for you right now is look at the overhead. So we have Team 3, Team 9, still battling it out at Outpost, and it looks like there's still one remaining player on Team 24, it looks like.
It does. It's one player for Team 24. Sweet Puddin' gonna get a knock, but that pudding wasn't sweet enough. They are going to be thirsted, and you know, if since you're not displaying it on the screen, go ahead and pull it up on your iPad or your phone, either or, whatever is easier. The emulator for me is just easier for stream purposes, dude, and I feel like it's a better source to use. But with that being said, to each their own. We are going to see 5 kills for my guys over at Team 9. That is going to be Dark Army. Dark Army still has a horse in this fight, as they've got 5 kills on the board, 5 kills for Wicked. And it is looking pretty decent. 18 teams left, 63 players. And this Dark Army team is going to be pushing 1 in Zertum. Zertum is going to retreat, as they are going to be looking like the last player in the area for our guys over at Fancy Spriggan, rather. So JB is going to be alive for that roster as well, but they're not going to be in sight either. So we are going to see some revive flights. Sweet Pudding is going to be potentially revived, but with that being said, we are going to see Asuna actually on the revive flight already. So 30 seconds or a minute before that revive flight takes off. Plenty of time for these guys to get some better loot, get better angles, and come up with a better strategy. So we're going to see a few teams actually knocked out, 4 teams early. 58 players now on the board, as Pelly's actually going to take out Vegeta, that DBZ roster, who was in the top 5 mix. Yeah, let's slide over there. Shadow and Kazoo.
So this is a huge fight. These are 2 top 4 teams here. We have AKA making a nice press on in. Only 1 player remaining on DBZ. That's Shadow, one of the top fraggers, and he goes down. So that's going to be a wipe for DBZ. Getting 18th place in this game 1. That's going to hurt their standings early. That is
going to have huge implications, as we talked about earlier. Having like a consistent, gameplay all throughout all 4 games. You don't necessarily need to hit it out of the ballpark that first game. You don't need to do it, 1 out of the 4. I feel like if you have a good mix of high finishes as well as double-digit kills, you're set, bro. You're set to keep your place, move up even. One, because that placement points, those are OP, bro. It's like 50 for first place, 45 for second. It's stout, dude. And if you don't get anywhere in the 10th place area, you're not getting any points. So they definitely cater to the placement as it pertains to scoring in the Mobile Mayhem Battle Royale event. So definitely need to have a good array of both. So with that being said, we're going to flip over to some more action. What do you got your eyes on?
So I'm looking at rotations right now. We do have Team 8 overlapping with Team 15. That's going to be Wiki once again putting themselves in the kill feed. And they already have 5 kills to their name. Cali with 2, Saitama with 2, and Patron with 1.
We're going to see Aerotron, one of the 2 players left of this late esports roster, as Wicked is just on a wicked verge here. They are up to 7 kills at the moment, and they're going to be counting some more. No! Aerotron, one of those players that we were just talking about, is actually going to get a knock onto Apex. But with that being said, I think that's a squad wipe for late esports. That actually, yep, they're going to be down and out. No kills for them there, as Apex is going to be revived. No need for a revive flight. Smoke's going to go down. They are going to get that off without any kind of contention. So,
for sure.
With that being said, I'm going to flip back to AMK, because it looks like they are... Nope, they're just going to be heading to a chip thing. So we're going to see an upgrade terminal. We're going to see 4 kills for them. A decent start, if I don't say so myself. So, they're in the mix. They got all 4 players alive. I'm assuming they've got loadout guns, as they've got upgrade their chips upgraded.
Yep, they already have their chips upgraded. They have 1 set of custom weapons. Just real quick, revisiting that Wicked fight that we just saw against L8. Impressive performance from Wicked, pushing uphill in a disadvantage, able to get the squad wipe on L8 with no casualties. in that position, that's just not something that you see every day. So really good performance from them. I do now see D4 overlapping with Team 19. So that's Team 9 and Team 19.
They're also on the board for this game. 7 kills for them. And they're also going to have a player from Team 10. That's going to be Fearless Esports in the mix, too. So we are going to see a combination of multiple teams here as I try to get a better aerial view just to provide you some context. We're going to have multiples here in this little area for Team 19 as, nope, they're actually going to deter from that fight. So it looks like they're going to try and get better positioning in this building, maybe get some different guns. As it looks like one guy had a pistol for D4, so definitely need to regroup and come up with an action plan there as they're going to have several teams on the outskirts of this little vicinity. In the next few, as we see 19, 14, 25, all within like a 150, 250 meter vicinity right here. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm looking at the same thing here. So it does look like Team 19 SS has rotated up and in behind D4 now. That's going to be Taraki getting the first knock and the finish, and a second one goes through for SS as well. So a 4v2 advantage now for Team 19 SS.
It's going to be Saya Sankak as they pick up a knock on the noobs and a thirst on the Feb. Oh, Legends take a gunfight. He couldn't finish there. Tito Koss going to get on his snowboard, and I'm sure he's going to bail. He's going to get tags at some point, but at this moment, he's not at any kind of advantage. There's no business. There's no reason for him to be here. There's plenty of game left to be played here. 14 teams. If you're out here, that you don't get anything for placement wise. You get 8 kills. That's good. It's fine and dandy. But at the end of the day, that's not going to get you any of that bread and butter. That main course. You need to get in the top 10, preferably within top 5, because top 5, I think it's like 25 points and higher. At this particular point, you got 14 teams alive. It's just not the move. But we are going to see him retreat. We are going to see him get some tags here and remain on his snowboard. So with that being said, we're going to take a look at the aerial map and see who we have.
So I did just see that Achman from AMK has gone down, and the player that knocked him was actually out of zone and was able to pick up a cheeky little snipe on him. That's going to be a 3-man B2K roster. So Achman will be returning on the revive flight. That's going to disable Team AMK. Team 8 and Team 2 now overlapping. That's going to be Wick once again, already with 9 kills. Coming up on Red Moon, another huge fight for both teams.
Yeah, that cheeky kill definitely took Achman out of the race, but I do believe we are going to see him get revived there. So he is going to be... Is this the last revive fight, or did they have one more after this?
We'll have one more after this, yeah.
Okay.
Sneaky nowadays.
It is, and that B2K, that Born to Kill roster, we talked highly of them last week. They had a admirable performance. There was a few games where they finished in top 10, top 5 areas, and had a few kills to even talk about too. So these guys only with 3 players on board, which obviously is not going to put you at any kind of advantage, but definitely see that they're playing that cruise style. I'm not playing super aggressive. I don't want to be in your face at the moment because they've got only 1 kill on the board. They're avoiding any kind of conflict they can. They're playing for placement, which is smart in my opinion. So it's very, very smart, especially being at a 1-man disadvantage.
In that same zone that we just saw D4 and SS fight, AKA has now rotated in, and they've already taken out at least 1 player on Team 19.
They got Bogata thirsted there. I just swapped over. As soon as you said that, dude, I was on it, bro.
Yep. And they're going to continue their rotation in the zone. Is closing. They're looking for this top control above Kill House, which will be in play in a very dominant position.
Very profitable one for them as we see them with 10 kills on the board. They're in I wouldn't say a close contention for first place, but they're up there, dude. They're 80 points off. Definitely, a manageable position to be in. It's not like they have under 100 points right now. They're definitely in a competitive spot, but dude, if we can continue to see Team 7, who's already wiped out. Now, I didn't see how many kills they have. Do we have Team 7 have stout performances moving forward? Them finishing outside of the top 10 is definitely going to, kind of hinder where they end up at after this game, though. So we'll keep that on note as well as we see Team 4 also in the area of Team 25. That's going to be the guys over at Sons of Shinigami. Sons of S. We're just...
All right, it's ingrained. All right, I did see Wicked Apex pick up a nice HS shotgun kill there as they rotated into tunnels, and Asuna picks up Saitama. It's going to be a dicey fight here.
This is, and now when it comes to shotguns, dude, I know the Echo is like, it's like a gentleman's agreement, bro. You don't use the Echo.
Straight up, dude.
For,
and the good thing about this rule set is that it's banned, so we don't have to see it.
There you go. I mean, you know the rules just like... I know the rules. I know the rules now, I promise. I know helicopters aren't allowed. I know Echoes aren't allowed. But what is the shotgun of choice now? I know you just mentioned that I call it the pop, the HS, right?
I mean, they're all viable. I think the strongest right now, the strongest hitting is going to be the HSO, which is going to be a burst shotgun, has a slower rate of fire. Ooh, I do want to cut that off real quick. We have AMK now fighting Wicked EU. Right on the edge of zone here. Broken's picked up a nice kill for himself. It looks like Aslan is down, and that's it, man. There's no more revive flights. So just like that, if you go down and you're out at this point in time, you're not coming back.
Dude, that's terrible because we are going to see Wicked down to 3 players now. And we are actually going to see AMK down to 3 players as Aslan is going to be taken down. So with that being said, we're going to have 13 teams left. So a lot of teams left in this small circle.
Only 2 full teams. It's only going to be R9 and AKA who have 4 players still standing. So let's see if, the strength and numbers that they have is going to work to their advantage. Wow, I see Prof come in on the motorcycle there. Namli picks him off of that real quick. Oh, I got some guy cutting my weeds outside my window right now. This has never happened.
Tell that guy to get out of here. Come back in about 3 hours. We'll be good.
This man is weaponized, dude. I don't know if you can hear that, but
dude, that thing is lethal, bro. Can we add that to the custom loadout? That thing sounded like it could take out a few players.
It's on full auto right now.
Hey.
Where's the mono on that?
I know, right? Dude, put a suppressor on it. We're going to see AKA up to 12 kills. They're probably going to be in that top spot as Patron's going to get a knock on one of those B2K players. And Born to Kill might be in a sticky situation as Pomkey's actually going to be that last player alive. No revive fights, no other outside additional resources. We are going to see them just cruise on this snowboard. And I'm assuming he's just going to be looking for wherever he can land and be comfortable at.
For sure. And this is that point in the game where it does become hard to spectate all teams at once because there's so much action closing in. I see Sens, the team that we mentioned earlier, getting a knock and a finish on KA. That's going to be huge. But if you look at the map here, we have AKA in the most dominant position at the pinnacle of this zone closing. And they haven't let up. They've been playing with a chip on their shoulder ever since they went to platform here, Verdicts.
They have, dude, and they have not let up. 16 kills on the board. Definitely getting their name out there today. We're going to see some shots on that. Alipo, they are taken out. Zine gets that kill. And just add another notch to the belt, dude. They're up to 17. And as you said, they're in a very powerful position. They're the last team, if I'm not mistaken, with a full squad.
That's correct.
And they have the best point on the hill. So what can you say, dude? AKA is looking, absolutely dominant right now. They are going to continue to rack up kills. They're going to continue to rack up, placement points. They've got a 3-man, 2-man now as Naruto actually from AMK takes out Apex. That's actually going to, leave AMK with 2 players and Wicked with 2 players. So Pele is not letting up, dude. Letting off those shots with that shotty, and we're going to continue to see AKA rack it up.
And they're remaining incredibly disciplined as well. They have this top control. They're not putting themselves out of position, overextending for too many kills. They're picking them up at range. Naruto and Broken in a very difficult position here at bottom zone. They are the 2 top fraggers for AMK, but it's only a matter of time before this rotation squashes them unless they can get super clutch. Wiki U making a nice rotation into the crate. This could be the saving grace for both teams. Yeah. Just like that, Pele goes out of Patron.
Oh, dude, this is a slaughter fest. Patron picks up a kill. We're gonna see 16 now on the board. We can't discount Wicked. Wicked's still in this fight. No, they're not. Zine and Naruto actually clean the board, and Zine's gonna go down 1 cup. It's gonna be the last one alive for AKA. We got a knock from Richard Paul. Richard Paul putting in work.
Like I said, Wicked EU was the saving grace for AMK, wiping out 2 of the players on AKA. It's now a 2v1, and just like that, Broken. Pump, one cup down, and game one goes to AMK.
One cup got one pump, bro. That was an absolute shoddy fest towards the end. Dude! I gotta take a look at this. I gotta take a look at the kills now. I gotta see where, I saw where the action was. I saw who was getting the kills. It was Wicked and it was AKA all game, dude. They right there under that 20 marker. Who finished with the most, though? I want to say AKA definitely did. AMK was right there at it, too, as well. They're going to hit right at 15 kills and a first place. That's huge!
Huge, man. And we saw something very similar out of them last week, too, where they're, I think it was game 2 or 3, and Naruto was last player alive. Was kind of playing pro in there. Remember that play?
That little sneaky, the little sneaky snake in the grass, bro. This guy just wiggled there, played it so smoothly. Found himself in that smallest circle, took the perfect shot. Just needed to land one. I don't think he even got a kill for it. But it was just enough to... Yeah, all he needed to do was just hit that, and the zone did the rest of the work, bro. And an absolute brilliant play. These guys always find a way to win, bro. Can never discount AMK, as we do see them with 15 kills and a dub under the belt. So those guys are going to get 50 off the rip, as well as the 5 points apiece for the kills. So that is it 5 points, or is it 3?
Yeah, 5 points a kill, 50 for first place. So we're looking at 14. We're looking at 15 kills going the way of AMK. That's going to be
125 points right there off the rip, dude. That's an absolutely phenomenal start for the guys over at AMK. Phenomenal start for our guys over at AKA as well, dude. 21 kills on the board. Wicked, we saw them finish with a 4th place spot, but they have 17 kills, dude. So it's definitely up for contention. I want to see where our guys Legio finished, because Legio was the talk of the town.
They were, oh my goodness, 20th place verdict. So we talked about that 80-point differential between LL, Legiao, Lusitana, and AMK, and AMK has now easily closed the distance on that. I think that they have a 45-point lead now going the way of AMK.
Dude, and with 1 kill on the board, bro, what happened? This is obviously a fluke, right?
Tough, man. I don't think we caught that fight, unfortunately, either. That might have been one of those... That might have been an outpost, or was it... It's hard to tell. I'd have to go back and look.
Well, before that, we are actually going to jump right into a little bit of an ad from our guys over at COD Mobile. So we'll jump right back into action as soon as that's done. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back. I saw here first, bro. This is an absolute. I'm in a position where I can't even speak right now, dude. That was an absolutely phenomenal first game, dude. I could not have predicted everything that happened in that game. We saw AKA put up 21 kills, get was that a 2nd place finish?
AKA, yep. AKA coming in 2nd, 21 kills.
And our guys, AMK, finding a way to put themselves in the spot. Or they got a 3rd place finish. I'm sorry. AKA got a 3rd place finish. AMK gets a 1st place finish and a phenomenal beginning to this 2nd week of the Mobile Mayhem BR tournament. Guys, what a first game, dude. Prognosis, dude. I've got to say, like, with all that being said, Legio, where are you at, guys?
They were a sleeper team last week. They found that momentum, that real, genuine momentum in one game with 27 kills. They can do it again. It might have been, they got wiped in 20th place. So wherever they dropped early, wherever they were rotating out from, they got caught. It happens in Battle Royale with 22 teams in the lobby. But really, one of the highlights of that game especially was endgame there for AMK, where patience pays off. They were in the worst position possible. At the bottom of that zone, rotating uphill. To their left was Wicked EU. Wicked EU pretty much gave AMK that 1st place finish by wiping out 2 players on AKA as they rotated in. And then on the other side of things, bodies were dropping all over the place. AMK able to survive. Broken put in that work in with 5 kills. Naruto put in that work in with 9 kills. And again, patience pays off.
Dude, what a first game. Patient paid off. Need to see Team 7, Legio. I need you to, I need you to put up some double digits this game. I need you to, play like you normally play. I know you said they had that, they were that sleeper team last week, bro, but with an 80-point lead going into this first game, I mean, I mean, even if you finished outside the top 10, you got to be in that double digit like kill zone. You can't rely on that 80-point lead to carry you into, to carry you on into this to this first game. Second game is going to be rather difficult to continue on, as that lead is going to be closed off. I'm taking a look at the scores here. AKA racked up 75. They're going to close that gap. It's going to be like 20 points. Different.
That's 75 just in kills.
Just in
and then
kills.
You got another 50 for the win. That's 125, right? So it was an 80-point difference. That makes it a 45-point lead, and then you got to take 5 points away from their lead because LL did get 1 kill.
Wow. So
that's crazy. I'm looking at the overall here too. I'm looking at Wicked EU coming out with a chip on their shoulder. They got 4th place. They had 12. They had 15, 17 kills. So they're definitely closing the distance as well. I think overall they were somewhere, man. Let me take a look at this real quick at this these standings from last week once again. So Wicked EU finished in 11th with only 125 points last week. 125 points is exactly what AMK just put up in the game. So hats off to Wicked EU coming in 4th, strong performance. Above them, Red Moon, 3 kills in 3rd place. Not a whole lot of points garnered in the kill category, but still climbing. And then looking across, the majority of other teams, DBZ was a top 4 team coming into this first game. They got 18th place. As we mentioned, LL gets 20th. I mean, it's still all for the taking. 3 more games to go.
3 more games left to go, and I still felt like this is a tight race that is just going to continue on, going into, the second week. I could expect it to be super close, next week and the week after that. So, predictions, this game, I need to see a lot more from Legio. I know you mentioned that there are games, or sometimes you can't help it, dude. It happens. It happens to the best of them.
For sure. Predictions for this game, man. It's survivability is going to be huge for any one of these teams. Staying alive, being a team of 4 matters at all times, especially now since, I think we've lost the zone where the revive flight no longer comes back, and that hurt a lot of so end game survivability is going to be huge. AMK, the clear leaders right now, AMK goes farm. Is there any team that's going to be going farm to contest them? Will AMK go pipeline? I mean, there's a few variables, or will they switch it up completely? I think it's up to AMK to be unpredictable at this point and not to go farm, because they could easily be targeted by 2 teams.
They can, and with that being said, like, that predictability is one of those things that maybe they want to happen. I've casted a few tournaments where I've seen teams go all 4 games to platform, right? First game, they went to platform, they got wiped. Second game, they wiped everyone off. The 4th game, they didn't go, actually, so they went 3 out of the 4. It was interesting. But with that being said, I made a reference of how you guys played last night in particular. I don't want to call you guys out, but I was making a huge compliment to you guys. I noticed that when you guys have like contention at the very beginning of the game, when you have a steady 3-4 kills off the rip, dude, you guys played so much better. I think y'all had I think it was a 20+ kill game. The game that y'all had 4 off the rip at platform. We had 3 teams go there. You guys got 4 kills. You earned them. You fought everyone off, and that set the tone for you guys. So, with that being said, is that something that you need to look for in this particular game mode? I mean, some teams don't like being contested off the rip. Some people crave that attention. Some people need to have that interaction in order to get their game going.
So we're a team that we want that fight early. Every time we go to platform, it's not just because we want level 3 vests and some decent guns in our hands. We want that contest. We want to build that momentum early. We want that confidence boost early. And I think that's the same for these EU teams. I mean, these guys are grinders. They're playing open lobbies any hour of the day. 9 times out of 10, I go into an open lobby, it's an EU lobby. So they have the confidence. They want the kills. I think all these teams want to fight early.
I have to 100% agree with you there. So, with that being said, why did one team went to platform, bro? I mean, you know, it's one of those things. Like first game, I guess I don't know. Maybe they had their own strategy. Maybe they wanted to stick to that. I don't know. I know I'm just obviously an outsider. You know, peeking in, making comments here and there, making sure everybody is entertained. But that being said, it's like patterns like that, dude. It just kind of sits on you. But
was this the weed whacker killing you right now?
What's that?
Can you hear the weed whacker outside?
I can hear it like in and out, bro. It's actually it's actually not as bad as you think. When I heard it, it was like, and I think it's because you turned a little bit. But I really didn't even hear it in game. Maybe I was just like zoning it out.
Call it a large cat then. If it sounds like a purr, I'm okay with that. I was gonna make a comment though about how platform and teams that might want that early fight. There's only 2 teams in this lobby that I know go for. AKA is one. The second is D4. I don't know if D4 is going to be looking for that fight, but if there's any other team besides AKA, it's going to be D4.
Oh, dude, I know I hear it now, dude. I can hear it also. Ever since you pointed it out, bro, that's all I hear now.
Fat juju.
That's that caster curse, bro. That's you call a caster a case of the caster curse.
I think he's about to reload.
Oh no!
He runs out of ammo, man.
Dude, go home with that.
Goodness,
I need you to hit another crate, bro.
All right, so I'm looking at the overhead here. We got 20 seconds before this game 2 starts. We do have a platform in a nice location. That's going to be between Sanitarium and Outpost. Trying to take a look. A lot of these chips, these upgrade terminals, are going to be kind of left side, center, and that northeastern side. So I don't think you're going to see a lot of teams potentially going practice range countdown because helicopters are banned. It's going to be a more difficult rotation, but wow, interesting flight path here.
That is definitely going to, I guess, deter anybody from pushing that platform area who are thinking about it as being like a convenient drop, a hot drop that you want to push. We can land here. I'd still have to say I'm thinking maybe 1 or 2 teams might still push that area though, right?
For platform, I don't know if it's makeable. They somewhat nerf the distance that you can glide. You may see teams landing for a vehicle and rotating to it, but for any team that gets there, it's going to take a minute.
I'm actually looking at Team 5. They actually might be the team to that's going to be TVZ, but looks like they're actually going to go for Black Market, so they are going to make the trip. They are going to push Black Market, and nobody's actually going to make that platform jump. So 2 teams over at Nuketown and 2 teams over at Radar Base. I got to take a look at Radar Base. That's going to be our guys over at Ronin 9. And we are going to see some action from them. Contestant Team 20, that's going to be Cynical EU. So Cynical EU going to be in the vicinity. Radar Base and one of those hotter drops. Oh my god, Ackman gets the first kill on Richard Rawl. And Ackman and Broken actually going to get some tandem frags. So it's going to be 2 off the rip. That's a great start for them off the rip already.
And that's Red Moon contesting AMK at Farm. Red Moon, a very qualified team. In the top 5 coming into this week. So already down 2 players, AMK making light work. And it looks like it's all up to Wisey and it's all up to Zombie Duck. Neither one has snowboards. Wisey might have just picked one up. Checking his backpack, he does have one. But at this point, AMK getting the better of Red Moon. This is a fight we can probably, depending on... Yeah, we can probably hop off this in a moment. Team 8, Team 24. That's going to be Wicked EU down here at practice range.
Let's do it. Let's go ahead and see how they're doing. They started off great last game. They are in the vicinity of a team that is, one of those sleeper teams that I continue to look at. UME, dude. These guys, definitely not, something to push over. That's these guys absolutely fragged out last week. We are going to see Live for Death actually get knocked there, and wow. UME might be on the brink of elimination here.
Yeah, it looks like it's all down to Barry here, who's in a very unique position on top of this garage, but at some point the footsteps will show. He's been spotted by Apex.
Yep.
Oh, he gets, oh, okay. He gets in the heli, but doesn't use it, so there should be no point deduction for that. That was good, good reaction from Apex not to use that helicopter. Meanwhile, I do see we can probably slide off this, to be honest with you. I do want to take a look real quick at AKA, who's now in the kill feed. Our runners-up last game. Actually, this fight is also coming to an end, and this is going to be, maybe it's L8. L8 might be the team that we want to check out here.
Late Esports, L8 on the kill feed. They are going to be one player. Nope, they're going to be down. They're going to be down and out. So L8 is actually going to be out of the fight. And as we say that, radar base is still one of those areas that I feel like are going to pop off. So Rota 9 in the area over. Oh, we're going to see another helicopter push. But I don't think they actually took off in it, so I don't know how the point deductions or anything like that goes. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even like to speak on it because that's what we got mods for. Mods say it's you know, a DQ. That's on, you know, that's on the mods. We don't. I'm not gonna put myself in a position that you're just yeah.
Team and LL, your boys, dude. Get the first knock on. This is our SS team, who the Suns.
Before I even pay it off that, I'm gonna see GG and Team Ronin 9 actually just gang up on one player from that cynical EU roster, and it was just oh my god. 3 kills, 4 kills off the rip for LL as they are looking to bounce back after having a very, very tough first game. Second game looking a lot better. They get a squad wipe. They're gonna get the tags scanned in from a guy Payday, that top kill leader. I don't know how he stands now, but I'm sure we'll have updated stats, you know, next week and kind of compare where he stood this week and the week before. So we'll kind of compare the two and see how those pan out. Aslan's gonna get a knock on a Black Dog, so we're actually gonna see some more action from AMK as they're in this little tunnel area outside of Farm and Pipeline, I'm sorry. They are actually going to get a kill and a knock, or not a knock, but a wipe maybe?
Yeah, I think it was a wipe for, let's see, it was TIR. I know were the initials of the clan tag, and I no longer see them in the lobby, so they were able to pick up some nice kills.
Yep, they're going to be taken out. That's going to be a wipe for them.
And that was a rotation through tunnel. So again, this is a classic move from AMK. They're not doing anything out of the ordinary. And, you know, Red Moon gave it their best shot, but they were not able to take anyone down. It's only YZ and Zombie Duck still alive for Red Moon after fighting AMK early. And looking at the overhead verdict, we have a lot of even spacing.
We do. I'm taking a look at Team 9, D4. They're actually in an area where multiple teams are going to be at. So Dark Army, one of those teams we saw last game, put on some kills for us. They're going to be contested by, it looks like 3 different teams in the area. 2, 14, 3. And as I say that, one of the teams might have actually got wiped.
Let's take a look at Team 2, Team 9, all hovering around this bus station compound. Red Moon was able to get back Talent and Richard Rawl after they dropped early. They've come in off the revive flight. In this area, we have D4, we have Red Moon, and we have DBZ. Shadow picks up a nice pump. Kazu gets a vehicle kill on impulse.
Gotta love it.
Look at these twin trucks, man.
Oh man, the Big Bertha! One of my favorite Warzone weapons, I meant vehicles. The Big Bertha, bro. This thing is an absolute beast. They should call it Beast Bertha, man. This thing is... It doesn't make for great mobility, but it is an absolute foundation, dude. It's like a wall with a building with 4 walls around it, just moving.
Like an iceberg on wheels.
Yeah, exactly, dude. It's pretty much a tank without the
cannon.
Yeah, the cannon. In the front.
DBZ's picking up a lot of nice kills here, man. They're still at the same compound here. They're running through one team after another. Vegeta picking up a nice knock on Legend. Light Team making his way in on the snowboard. Feb's in a world of hurt here in the small cabin. Kazu, what a play! And Noobs hijacks it. So 3 players trying to gun down this player Noobs in the Big Bertha that we've been showing so much love to. And it looks like it's all up to Feb on D4. And I'm getting some deja vu here, Verdict. This is exactly where D4 got wiped last game.
Is it really, man? That Bertha sold, bro. You know how many bullets it takes to take out a Bertha in Warzone, bro? That thing was
Clips and clips, dude.
It literally takes a squad of 4 firing like 3 or 4 clips just to take that thing out. But
all right, let's go on board with Team 4 here. This is going to be KA versus AKA. AKA has already got 1 knock and a thirst, but the trade was there. So, ooh, and Wicked EU is in the mix somehow.
That's going to be right outside of this diner.
Yeah, right outside of diner.
Using bandages now.
Oh boy, multiple teams in the vicinity. We got KA. They're going to be picking up some big kills there. 3 on the board so far. Toxic's going to get revived. AKA in the area. Wicked in the mix. This is just going to be downright toxic, dude. Hate to see how this one turns out. Unfortunately, it's going to be for one team at least.
I'm on board with Pelly here from AKA, man. He is the only real player standing. He had a player coming off revive, and just like that, nice nade from Patron. Pelly is not. So the runners up from game 1, down to 1 player alive. They have 2 teams hovering over them. Oh, and that's going to be a 15th place verdict for AKA.
I'm not 100% sure. I could probably take a look at it if I rewind the stream, but I'm just not even going to get into the mix of that because it's 5 minutes late. Well, anyway, I couldn't tell how many kills they had, but I'm going to go ahead and go on a limb and say it was under 10 just for the sheer fact that I don't think anybody else has anywhere close to 10.
Yeah, surely under 10.
Wicked has 9, as we just saw them pick their 9th kill up. So yeah, that is a GG's to AKA. We saw them put on a show for us last game. Unable to get into double digits this game. LL still in the mix here too, so they got a 4 kills on the board. Apathy from Suns is actually going to pick up a kill. Richard Raw gonna be knocking some zombies out. That doesn't correlate to any kind of score, but with that being said, we're actually going to be looking in on Clark and team as they've got 3 teams in the vicinity. 1 player from Team 12 is actually going to dip out. It's going to be your guys over at Karma Squad. Karma going to get out of there as they get 1 knocked, 1 thirsted, 1 alive left. So Team 25, Team 2, and Team 12 looking like Team 25, our guys over at Sons of S, actually going to get the better half of this match.
Yeah, it's a team that we haven't heard much from, but really good positioning for them. They're actually able to force Red Moon out. Red Moon just posseed up, hit an Antelope, and took to the trails. Zertuum getting a nice knock and a thirst on LD. It's like 2 players down now for Sens. Make it 3.
Rip. Yep, Jossie. Well, actually 2 players. They only came in with 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Jossie on the run.
Poor Jossie, get out of there. There's nothing here for you. Go. Find better shelter. Get your tags.
Ooh, slide on over to AMK.
Oh, Wicked.
2 players down. Wicked in a really nice position here. And without a doubt, you're going to see this push on in from Wicked EU, knocking 2 players on AMK behind the crate. Oh, and the thirsts are there. Naruto practically at 1 health.
Oh, he's out.
He's out to the zone. It's going to be all up to Broken here.
Now
he is their ninja.
That's good, and they're not in a point in the zone where the damage is going to be like detrimental to where you're at. But you got to stop and think, like anywhere right here is a point of vulnerability. Like you've got Wicked right there on the outskirts with you. Like how? What's the time frame looking like for them waiting this out?
Man. So they have just buffed the tags, excuse me, and the time that they expire. It's somewhere around 3 minutes before tags expire now. So Broken, looking at his backpack, he has the heals to work with. He has the zone only ticking at 2, and he has upgraded Ninja where his footsteps will not be seen. So he really has all the time in the world, Verdict, to make a play. But I don't think Wicked EU is going to push out off this.
I think they're just going to go ahead and move on from it. I think they're going to get in zone. They're going to kind of like gatekeep a little bit, but they're not going to actually focus on it. In my humble opinion, I feel like they are going to move on from it. They're just waiting for the opportunity to do so.
Broken on board with him in a unique 1v1, but Team 23 had a player also rotating from out of zone, and Broken has pushed him away.
We're going to see Vegeta pick up another Ronin 9 power. Power is going to be thirsted. Vegeta's going to pick up another kill on the feed. And our guys over at Ronin 9 going to be left with 3 players. And there's 3 or 4 teams here in the area. Is that what I'm seeing?
With DBZ here?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm seeing I'm seeing multiple. Yeah, I'm seeing R9 in a good position here in this two-story Kazu making a push for DBZ on in. I'm seeing one player from Team 3. That's going to be Asuna. So technically 3 teams. Yeah. Kazu looking to pump Balam. Gets a nice shot on Balam there. Up to the air, Jaguar goes. He's going to be one of the last 2 remaining players standing. GG in a 1v1, a tight 1v1 up top here.
Yeah, this is not a great position for him to be in. Granted, he has top control. That doesn't mean anything when you got 4 teams in the area and they can just hit you from pretty much any angle. He is going to go ahead and retreat and get into a building where he can have a little bit more cover, but he's actually going to be... Oh my god, these guys over at DBZ are so thirsty, bro. They are wanting that kill. They might get it here.
Blood in the water.
GG. Vegeta picks up another. That's going to be his 3rd and the 11th for our guys over at DBZ. What a phenomenal push. What a bunch of thirsty pack of wolves as they
it's all up to R9, and he nearly died by getting hit by a motorcycle while he was snowboarding, but able to make his way out. All right, so oh my goodness. So I slid back on board with Broken really quickly, and it looks like he's given up on the tags. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He scanned all 3 of them. Okay, beautiful. Just in the nick of time. Broken brings his entire team back. YZ getting a nice pump on Gaz there. But it looked like YZ had gone down prior. I don't think there's any more revive flights. Oh, no, this is the last one. Okay. Good to know.
So 1 minute left. We're going to have 2 players coming in right now for the guys over at AMK. They're sitting pretty healthy with 10 kills. This is a position they love to be in right now. Now, they got to capitalize on it. They don't have too many teams in the area, which is good, but the circle's getting smaller and smaller by the second, and it appears as though Wicked's right there on the outskirts. This is not a team we want to run into at the moment.
Absolutely not. Wicked's had great momentum in Game 1 and once again in Game 2. Already with 8, 10, 12 kills. And DBC is going tit for tat with them.
They are, and I'm going to take a look at LL as Payday going to be taken down. Whoa! Payday goes down via next over our guys over at SFS. And Surprise and God X is going to be the last 2 players alive. We are going to see Payday get thirsted there. But Fear is actually going to come back on a revive flight. That's it. Payday is out. Payday is one of those players that you got to think has to be in this mix. God is actually going to go down. God actually may be AFK. He's going to be making his way towards the zone, but I don't know if he's going to be able to. Oh, he got ran over. Kishak. What
the disrespect.
The level of disrespect, my guy.
Never even pumped the brakes for him. Ooh, Broken now. We got Broken squared up with Wicked EU. Gets a nice pump on Cali. Makes his way out with the snowboard. It's going to be all up to Broken and Naruto once again, just like Game 1. And Naruto now in a 1v1 against Talent.
Yeah, we're going to see Aslan go down. That's not a good position. But AMK, don't get it confused. It doesn't matter how many players they got left. These guys are always going to find a way to try and win here. We're going to see Naruto actually take some smoke here from our guy over at... does that look like... Oh, my God. Get body Talent.
Oh, that heal that Naruto just hit and the finish with that HSO. Nice shot from Naruto.
Awesome shot. Vegeta, oh my god, I gotta give some clout to this guy, Vegeta. Vegeta's up to 6 kills, and the guys over at DBZ, 17 kills on the board. We haven't even gotten to a top 10 finish yet, though. This is...
Yeah, we still got 25 body verdicts, and, subtract 4 from their whole team. And just like that, Light Team picks up another one.
That's going to be 18 on the board, and still 11 teams, 10 teams, there we go. Top 10 finish guaranteed for our guys, DBZ, as they're going to get some great placement points and some great kill points. We're going to see Wicked Patron and team actually, oh my, didn't pump the brakes there either. Ace actually going to push it aggressively with a motorcycle, not going to land any shots there, and these guys just continue their rampage on the motorcycles. Kishak and team, and dude, these guys are not letting off over at Ace. They only got 1 kill on board. Who cares? They're in a top 10 position. They're going to just be roaming the area on their motorcycles, trying to find whoever they can in a vulnerable position.
Yeah, kind of a pesty little play style, but definitely a strategic one. And as long as they don't crash, they could definitely get some good output from this. Asuna with a nice knock on Saitama. Once again, disabling a player on Wicked EU. But Broken goes down to Lighteen on the backside of the zone. So it's all up to Naruto now, and he's just going to be playing his life here, laying prone on the edge. There is so much chaos here, Verdict.
There is, and with this zone getting smaller and smaller, no more revive flights, no more safety nets. Everything is set in stone. So wherever you're at now, that's where you're going to be at the end. We are going to see 2 players from LL. Oh no, Fira! Fira gets Kazooed with the BY. My guy Kazoo came through and just leveled him. Surprise, going to be playing for some placement points as still 9 teams left in the mix. You don't want to get 5 points off here. You want to find a way to continue this matchup. Vegeta, dude's at 7 kills, 21 now for the guys over at DBZ. What a hell of a game, bro.
So what we're looking at here is we're looking at a full team of DBZ and a full team of Wicked, and that's really what this is going to come down to. If all 4 players on both teams can stay alive, it's going to be a nice heads-up 4v4 fight.
It is, dude. A level playing field for them. We're going to see several teams in the mix still with just 1 or 2 players left. And B2K, Born to Kill, actually going to be one of those teams with 2 players alive, fortunately. So Red Moon, JB going to be playing for some time here as he's going to be snowboarding it out. It's just going to be Wicked and DBZ here as we see Pomki get a shot and taken down by Vegeta. Vegeta's just raining terror right now, bro. This is definitely Majin Vegeta. No! Vegeta goes down! Wicked! Saitama actually gonna get the knock, dude.
Yeah, they forced that play on the airborne. They needed a smoke down for themselves in order to hit that. Saitama making a nice push in now. Gets the thirst. And he gets dropped by Kazu.
He got way too big for his britches there. We're going to see him taking out Patron and Apex, the last 2 alive for Wicked. And wow, what could have been, should have been. Kazu is actually going to get thirsted there too. That's going to be pretty much it for DBZ. So, no, they're going to have a full squad still. 3 players. How did they get Vegeta up? How did they get Vegeta back up, bro?
The last player standing, by the grace of God, was their medic player. And this man was able to get both revives, given that the medic was upgraded. So, faster revive time for him. We're now looking at 3 for DBZ, 1 snowboarder on Team 3, Patron, the last man standing. And there's somebody, no, Apex in the sky, about to make a play. Comes up and behind. But, oh, Lighteen wins it, gets a double.
Oh, Vegeta gets taken down, but Lighteen gets the refrag as JB jumps off of the snowboard, bro. He got thirsty for Vegeta. He knocked Vegeta, got the kill, but dude, Lighteen right there to pick up the frag. DBZ picks up 20 plus off that game and a first place finish. Wow, dude, this is not looking like the first week. This is looking a lot different. This scorecard is going to look all kind of different.
100%, man.
It's going to be a lot closer than we portrayed it to be before stream. So
I think with this game verdict, DBZ is now tying LL with the top frag game at 27 kills, going the way of DBZ. That's incredible. What a performance.
All anchored by my guy, Vegeta, dude. I don't know if you guys are DBZ fans, but that guy, if he was any form of Vegeta, it was Majin Vegeta. That was like the OP Vegeta. Mm-hmm. If you were a Vegeta fan, you love seeing Majin Vegeta. Just a crisp character. One of my favorites. He definitely put on a show for us. 8 kills, 1,800 damage. Taking a look at the spread here. 27 kills, DBZ. Bro, making it look easy over here. They get a first place finish. 27 kills on the board. And dude, yeah, they're definitely gonna match. They're definitely gonna match in that kill category from LL. 27 on the board and a first place finish. This is definitely, man. I wish I had like live scoring to look at and keep up with. Dude, that would be super crisp to see on the stream. But with that being said, DBZ had 305 points before our first game started. So you got to stop and think with LL actually. I wouldn't say flopping, but just not having the best games off the rip. They're definitely going to be handing over that first place spot and potentially even a second and third one too if DBZ is,
I think DBZ.
It's certainly possible.
Let's see. LL this game here. LL finished in. It's sad that I'm having trouble finding them, man.
They're 7th place. Team 7 with 7
Okay.
kills. Finished 7th place. 7-7-7. They're gonna have a hell of a game next game, as well as the 4th dude. I've never seen that. 7th team finishes 7th and has 7 kills.
Yeah. I mean, in that game alone, DBZ was able to put up 185 points. I'm not so familiar with how they did in game 1, but coming into this event, they had 305 points. Because I don't know game 1, adding the 185 points from game 2 puts them at 490 points. Man, I think that DBZ has found their way into the 2nd place, and I think that AMK is still now sitting in 1st overall.
I think AMK is going to be sitting in 1st. I got to stop and think. I think DBZ might be in a top 3. I can't really say if they're in a top. I don't know if they've overtaken the 2nd spot, but they're definitely in an area where, with a consistent next 2 games, they don't even have to have 27 kill games. They can just have consistent, double-digit kills, top 5 finish. They're going to be competing for, 1st, 2nd, 3rd place easily in week 2. So 3 game, 3rd game is going to be a deciding factor to how their gameplay today is going to result. So game 2, absolutely huge. What can they follow it up with? That's my question to them. So before we jump into any more action, we're actually going to hear some more from our guys over at COD Mobile and Activision. They are actually going to hit us with some sweet little ads here for the new season. So guys, enjoy. We're going to be right back here maybe in the next 30 seconds.
Punching these numbers in to a spreadsheet with an overlay, and then we could just pull that up in between games. I think that would be huge for like chat hype and just our ability to comment on it.
Live scoring would be absolutely phenomenal. With that being said, what would we talk about before the games start next week? Who cares? I would love to see live scoring. I'd love to see how everything tallied up, even if it was like a game behind, something just to reference and keep note of. It's fun going back and forth trying adding up, but dude, we're not mathematicians, dude. We're not Albert Einstein. We can't do all this math in our head and just expect it to continue. Oh, well, team 1, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's just it's not practical in our line of business. For us, it looked like LL definitely lost the 1st place position. They might have even lost the top 3 position. Yeah. And our guys over at DBZ found a way into the top 3. AMK and AKA are definitely up there too. So who do we say got 1st place? AMK easily. Right,
Yep.
maybe.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna say AMK in 1st, AKA in 2nd, DBZ in 3rd place now.
Exactly. That we're gonna play with that for a little while and see how it pans out. But it's definitely looking like those 3 teams are in that top 3, and AMK potentially in that 1st place spot. DBZ and AKA, I go back either way. DBZ had a hell of a 2nd game. What can they follow it up with? We got 2 more games left, so. Predictions, man. LL, where you at, dude? You're a sleeper team again this week. You had a better 2nd game, but that's not saying much because your 1st game you only had 1 kill and you finished in 20th place, bro.
They're getting caught. I don't know what's going on the in the camp of LL, but if you look at the teams that are winning this right now, they're having smooth, crisp rotations. DBZ played practically flawless the entire game. I don't think they had a single casualty until that final circle was really closing in. So that was the performance of the day, easily, not only in the kill category, but just in the style in which they played that game, rotating perfectly. The only time they got caught and they could have been compromised was when they dropped that airborne and they hadn't smoked it. But thank goodness that medic player was still alive to get those 2 clutch revives. I think if DP is able to survive the drop in game 3, I think we could see a very similar performance with the way that they're rotating. They are on point right now, Verdict.
Oh, absolutely, dude. And coming off a game like that, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I just feel like this next game, it's not going to be theirs. It's not going to be theirs. I say that they're going to get a top 10 finish is my prediction. They're going to get a top 10 finish. They're not going to get anything past 10 kills.
Who's
10
this,
kills.
DBZ?
This is DBZ. I'm just saying. That's my predictions, okay? For a game like that, dude, that's the kind of game you want to end the game, end the stream on. Second game, dude, I feel like that's a plateau, bro. That's going to be hard to follow, and you're going to be, you're going to be coming in with a lot of energy in this third game, and you might fall flat on your face. So what DBZ does here? Go ahead.
So it allows them to pump the brakes. They were able to hit 6th gear. They found a hit in 7th gear in game 2, and it allows them to dial it back now because they've put up such a performance. So if they have an option now, right? It looked like in game 2 they were pedal to the metal. They were all about production, output, kills, and winning. They can now go for that 10 kills, 14 kills, play it a little slower. So they now have room to decide how they want to play.
They do, and I got to say, like, if they continue that same energy from the second game, they might find themselves in a world of hurt. So if they dial it back and they play conservatively and they take and pick and choose the gunfights they want to take and land maybe a little more conservatively than you would the rest of the rest of these games, or the beginning of the first and the second game, we might see. All you need here is a top 10 finish. You don't need to have a first place with 27 kills. You just need to have a consistent, double digit 10 kills, 10 place finish. That's all I'm asking. Consistency like that, I'd be completely happy with how DBZ finishes. Now LL, bro, we're not even gonna talk about LL, dude. I already said it. 7-7-7, 7th place, 7 teams, 7 kills. You know what you got to do, bro. You got a game plan, work it. Make sure you maximize on it. AMK, AAK, you guys, you got to find a way to get back in there because that lead that you built up after the first game is surely gone now. If you're AMK, so AKA, you're in the mix always. So
Yep.
Enough talking about those teams, guys. As soon as we get ready to jump into the action, we are going to jump right into it. I'm going to check and see if everything is ready. Oh, crap. I'm not in the room.
I got
That's why. There we go. Send me an invite. I think I timed out a little bit.
Good.
There we go. I was in the screen for too long. There we go.
You want to make one comment for Wicked EU. By no means is the name Wicked a name to sleep on, right? Obviously not. They've really shown up today. They had a poor week 1 performance. I think they've slightly switched the roster up here for week 2, and they've come out now with 2 top 3 finishes and a handful of kills to their name. So, I mean, they're the team really that's providing the most consistency now when you're looking at game 1 and 2. And Wicked EU is going to be my team. I'm picking Wicked EU for first place in game 3 here.
That's a bold prediction because they are absolutely having a much better performance this week in comparison to last week. Last week was lackadaisical. That being said, it's not as if they're not in like a top 10 area. They're actually where they were in 11th place. They had 125 points. So kills and placement from game 1 and 2 should certainly put them in a potential top 5 area, maybe top 6, top 7-ish. Because I haven't seen a lot from Born to Kill. They had a rough first game, and I haven't seen a lot from Fearless Esports, as they haven't been as relevant as they were last week. Dark Army is definitely still at a top 6 position.
I'm going to go as far as saying that EU has made it into top 5.
I think that definitely top 5.
They're covering, I would say, right below LL. I would say that right now, top 14, AMK, AKA, DBZ, Legialu Satana, and then Wicked EU. So they're the team, obviously, not to sleep on by any means, but they are steady right now.
That being said, with that, look at this flight pattern. Look at the platform. Where a team's going to go here? Predictions.
I mean, once again, that platform cannot be made, just like it could not be made in Game 2. I think you're going to see, anything on the left side of the map, anything towards the northern part of the map, and towards the center. I mean, some of these locations, though, Countdown, not going to be able to be made. Sakura, it's going to be a little tricky. But just like that, I see a handful of teams jumping for the northern side of this map. We're going to have to see how this boils down. Oh, my goodness. Out Outpost looks like a bloodbath. I'm seeing like 6 teams there. Is this for real?
It's
Okay,
looking like it. 4 teams immediately. 2 teams actually backtracking 18 to 23. And this flight is looking hella fierce. We are going to be taking a look in. It looks like we're on Team 12. They're going to be right on the outskirts of Bus Station, along with Team 14. So that's going to be our guards, Karma Squad and Ace. They're going to be in the general vicinity of another. And I want to look at Outpost. That's going to be Team 3. That's going to be Fan Siggy Spriggan. That's going to be one of those teams we talked about a lot last game and the game before that. But they're actually going to have one player knocked. Asuna's going to get a refrag on the Red Moon Escanor. And we're going to have a battle of wits here as we've got several teams in the area. This is going to be devastating for a few of these guys. First blood is going to be handed to the guy Legend over at D4, Dark Army.
Yeah, I think that D4 definitely has the advantage here with all 4 players still standing. If you notice here on Team 10, you have Boy. Beautiful, that's it right there. What an angle he took. Patience, watching the flank, picks up Legend on it, and now, just like that, Legend... All right, they're getting the revive on him. But D4 is still in a really good position here with 4 players still alive. Fancy hunkered down in this building, and then playing the outskirts is Team 10, actually also with all 4 players alive. Oh my goodness, LL getting dropped in the kill feed again.
God is going to be thirsted. Surprise is actually going to get a refrag, so that's going to be good. Fira gets a kill too, so that's actually going to put them on the board for 2. And we're going to see DBZ. They're actually in Nuketown with Ronin 9. This should make for some great quality gameplay. We're going to swap back over to LL as we see teams go in the airborne there, but we are going to see Fira actually going to be no longer in action. So LL actually going to get the kills, dip, and get those tags for God actually scanned out. So we are going to flip back to R9, Road 9 in this Nuketown area.
Looks like Vegeta's now grouping. And so once again, right, notice DBZ here at this greenhouse, grouping. Constant grouping, playing together, playing tight. And that's really what the difference maker was for them in Game 2 in the way they rotated.
Who did GG get knocked by, dude? It looks like a player from Team 11 just got a crisp snipe. Is that Toxic?
That's great. Toxic, man?
That was. Toxic's rocking the Locust, and they are going to be in a very profitable position as they spot Vegeta. Not going to land a shot, but that is that's one of those pest third-party shots here. And he's going to take some shots onto Jaguar from Ronin 9. And dude is absolutely just firing away, unsuspecting of anybody's knowings here. As DBZ and Ronin 9 duke it out. Shadow's going to get Balam. Gigi's going to go down to Vegeta. So 2 kills off the rip for DBZ. They're going to have to contest with what looks like the guys over at Team 11 who, as I was just saying, that's going to be that King's Army team. We are going to see some action from DBZ continue as Light Team takes out Jaguar. That might be a wipe if I'm not mistaken.
We have Powers here at the bus and the truck towards the backside of Nuke. He's trying to play for his life. So I think what we're shaping up to see is a fight now between KA and DBZ. So I do want to give a shout out to Shadow there. He was able to pick up a frag onto a player who nearly killed Vegeta. So very good awareness. Way to protect his buddy there. And DBZ, man, once again rotating so smoothly. Aware of this team, KA on the backside, rotating out, preserving their lives. Good performance once again.
Good performance, and as we expected a lot of like action out in the outpost area, we actually did not see that much action. So
yeah, feeling that would have had teams just spreading and using all that cover to get away.
Yeah, dude,
So
they're going to do whatever they can to get away. And Game 3 is underway. 19 teams left, 61 players, still anybody's game as players are opting to push it into zone. Looks like they're going to make that great swim. That's King's Army. Across the bay from Nuketown, 1 player left for Team 6 in Ronin 9. He's going to be healthy as long as he can. He's going to get 1 tag. And it looks like that might be all that he's going to be able to muster up, maybe? I don't know.
Tricky, man.
Very, very tricky. With 3 minutes, left to pick up tags, so you got to think, you're going to have enough time and health to get all of them, right?
100%. The zone's only ticking at 1. There's really no threat there. As long as you got enough hemos and bandages or medkits, you'll be fine.
Oh, definitely. Those hemos come in clutch on that first circle.
The first airdrop has hit the ground. It is located just outside of launch base. AMK is looking to set up for that. I like that about AMK, man. Always playing for that weapon real estate, getting themselves some good position here and hitting the crate. I'm not really sure they're threatened by too many people.
We're actually going to have Team 8 actually push in. That's going to be Wicked. Oh, into Big Bertha. Big Bertha.
Big B.
Big B.
Right there, Ozlin in a tough spot here behind the crate. He's getting picked up by 2 players. But Christie's beautiful trade.
Oh, Big Bertha turned around on Apex. Patron's going to be taken out. Callie's going to be weak. Apex going to be knocked by the Big Bertha. The third party is real as we see the Big Bertha come through and finish Callie off potentially. Wow.
That was a heads-up play by Broken right there.
Rest in peace, guys. You are out. Wicked is out of it.
My God. Were you spectating Broken right there, Verdict?
I was not, dude. I was looking at. I got caught up looking at one of the Wicked players who were down getting thirsted by the Big Bertha.
A huge shout out to Broken, who was on the chase, pumped Callie, got the thirst. A player on Wicked rolled up on Broken in the Big Bertha, jumped out of it. As soon as that Wicked player jumped out, Broken jumped right into it to preserve his life. Most heads-up play I've seen him put out.
200 IQ, dude. I did see him get the thirst onto one of the guys over at Wicked, and they're going to be taken out. And we got 3 Big Berthas. This is a Bertha fest. Big Bertha fest as snow from Ace is going to be rolling in the wind, and we're going to see AMK, who are first to get to the drop here, actually going to be the only ones in the area again. So GG's to Broken, GG's to AMK as we are going to see a full squad now as the Aslan looks like who was taken out is going to be joining their team, and they're going to have a squad full of 4 here as 17 teams left, 61 players in the area. We have plenty of game left.
Yep. Man, Broken just never ceases to amaze.
No!
I can recap it.
Oh, God, no. Please don't crash on me like that. I just had my game crash.
Ugh.
All right.
I'm
back
here.
up. We're chilling.
Brother. Not too much going on. A lot of snowboard action here happening towards the northern side of the map by Bus Station. Second airdrop has gone down. That is going to be... All right, LL picking up that second airdrop. And otherwise, a lot of even spacing across the map here. I think I have a moment here. So Christie's and Achman putting down some incredible cover fire there for Broken, just moving and grooving at that crate. Just really made light work of Wicked EU there. And that man just never ceases to impress.
All right, we are chilling. We're back in the game. Game crashes. First time it's happened. Just a lot of action, dude. Big Bertha's crash stream, dude. I'm going to go ahead and blame it on Big Bertha's.
It's a diesel overload, man.
A diesel overload. That was too much sauce for the emulator. The emulator did not like that amount of Big Bertha's. And now that we're back in the mix, what did we miss? Is anybody else missing off the rip? Impulse.
Yeah, now we're getting some kills in the kill feed here. This is at the Sakura chip, but looks like they've already made light work of that. So, all right, finally, AKA now in the kill feed, and they're going up against DBZ. This is going to be a countdown.
Oh! This is a heavyweight showdown right here.
Using first aid kit now.
So, DBZ now. Okay, Kazu, the only player that's just been knocked here. 3 players still standing for DBZ. And they're spread, man. These guys aren't... We've been praising them for their grouping, but at this point in time, looks like Shadow was on a revive. He's by himself. Vegeta's in the Big Bertha, looking to get some tags. My team. So I think we're going to have to slide off of that for a moment. I'm going to take a look at R9 to see what kind of kills they're getting in the kill feed. That was GG that just picked up 1. Balam, oh my goodness, Balam finds Shadow.
Oh, rip Shadow. Shadow just came back from the Revive Flight, he's going to be going right back up, dude, as Kazu and Shadow are down, Vegeta and Lightning. Like I said, this game, you know, ultimately going to dictate how the remainder of their games go. You had a very dominant performance in Game 2. It's really hard to follow that up, right?
It is, man. I mean, a lot of it, some of it comes down to luck, right? You know, you land in the right spot, you get a team wipe, you get good loot, and then all of your rotations work out for you. I'm not saying that happened for DBZ, but they definitely made all the right moves. Once, oh my goodness. And so with that said, Achman now in the kill feed gets a knock into Thirst on Surprise. This is going to be a long-range fight between AMK and LL. AMK drops the airborne. All four are now up in the sky.
Dude, how did he get the Thirst there? Like, where did he find the... I mean, the angle that he was at, it's just really... It was like almost level, maybe, I don't know. But the rocks, the hills that he was on, the top that he was at, it just looked like he wasn't going to be able to get the Thirst there. But he was able to find the kill. He does get the Thirst. And LL off to a better start this game than the first game, but ultimately still not having the games that they had last week.
Nope. Not at all, man. Yeah, Achman. Nothing to play with. That man is nice with the sniper. You know, his gun of choice is definitely the NA-45, but he is definitely capable as long as he has any sniper in his hands. And it looks like we now have Nam Lee finding another player on DBZ, and that is going to be Lightning. So it looks like it's all up to Vegeta. And he is in a tough spot. KS now picking up some nice kills on R9. It's going to be all up to Power. Power's on the run.
Oh,
Zine
poor
gets
Vegeta.
Oh! And that's a wipe, isn't it?
No, Kazu's actually... I believe Kazu's in a big Bertha here.
Okay.
Kazu able to escape the situation, but AKA, you know, pretty much just butchers your guy Vegeta, my guy Vegeta. My guy Vegeta, man, he was OP last game. He's still OP in my category, in my book, but with that being said, we are going to see one player left from DBZ, and we're going to see AKA continue their reign of terror here as they got 4 kills on the board. They're just destroying vehicles and taking whoever is in them out. Ace, Snow going to be taking some shots. He's going to be knocked. Snow's going to be thirsted. Kia, I can't even say this, guys. Kishak, dude, that's just we're just going to call him Kish. Kish is taken down. Kish, one of those pesky players on the motorcycles last game. He is going to be out there. Professor, I'm assuming that is, from Ace is actually going to be pushed by multiples. And Kazu coming through with the Bertha. Getting some revenge. One cup actually going to be knocked there, but Kazu is actually going to be on the brink of multiples pushing him. And my guys force him out of the big Bertha. Not before they get the 1 cup res. So in a very unique position, very great one if you ask me. Team 4, aka 6 kills on the board. This is a little more level playing field for all these teams, as we don't see anybody in the multiple digits, do we?
As far as team kills go, no, not yet. Not yet. We do see a couple 6s out there. Yeah, slow game. I mean, this is a zone as we're closing in here. That if you don't have a sniper, you want to find one now. And as I say that, Don Paris picks up a kill on Mario and a Thirst in the kill feed there. I'm going to take a look at KA and see what kind of angle they have on Cynical here. This is actually a nice spot for Don Paris. He's going to find himself rotating out, but he did have a nice gatekeep position there. So I'm on board with El Pro. Nice angle above. Alka here. Zine picks up a kill on King in the kill feed. Asuna getting one on Grizzly. And the revive's going down. Okay, so a little bit of a scatter there between KA and Cynical. Yeah, this is going to be a tough one on us, Verdict, because a lot of these kills are going to be sniper kills. So it's really about picking the position,
Using first aid kit now.
trying to determine who's going to give us the best look.
What I'm looking at, I've got eyes on Red Moon at the moment. They only got 2 kills, but they have a, I would say, like an edge of the zone kind of area stake, as we see Tally taking some shots, not able to find anything to secure Kazu is ultimately going to go down, and it looks like Kazu was going down to the storm. But that being said, Shadow and Vegeta are back with only 3 kills on the board. This is you know, the situation I not necessarily predicted, but I kind of expected after having a very stout second game. Shadow's actually going to be knocked almost instantaneously as we see Christie actually get the knock, and my guy Vegeta forced to play this one alone. I don't think they have another flight here. Even if they do, I don't think that he's going to be able to make that run and get the tag scanned off successfully.
Yep, and if I had to guess here, the way that things are boiling down, 27 players in the lobby, 12 teams remaining, it's shaping up to be an AMK versus AKA fight. As far as the numbers go, we'll have to see if that's what happens. AKA in a very strong position here with the option to glide off this rock for their rotation, and then looking at AKA, again, the other side of the map, but a very similar position with this this real estate to glide off of.
Yeah, with 13 kills, they're going to be sitting very nice and neat, as they have probably been one of the most consistent teams we've had thus far in the 2 weeks that we've been playing and spectating here. Last week, very, very great performances. Top 3 finish after the first week results. Vegeta going to be on this the other side of this. Oh my God, Buttercup, did he? Yep, Buttercup's going to out Vegeta. Vegeta's going to be knocked, and they didn't even get a top 10 finish, bro.
It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt a lot.
That's tough, dude. That's super tough. That's just the way the cookie crumbles, man. Cookie crumbles, you know, your way one game, next game, it's absolutely lethal, bro. It's just not one of those games for DBZ. Why is he going to take out next? And we're going to see Red Moon, one of the teams that we spoke recently of. You know, high expectations for these guys, finally playing a little bit up to their expectation as they pick up their 6th kill. They are in a top 10 finish position. They need to have a good remainder of this game. They need to get to double digits, and they need to have a top 3 finish in order to...
AMK right now.
AMK and AKA?
Nice little brawl going right now between AMK and Red Moon. Ooh, an L8 behind as well. It's, oh my goodness, this is going to hurt. Okay, thank goodness. Achman gets a beautiful trade on that. He's the medic player. He's going to be now reviving 2 players, keeping his whole team alive. My goodness, that was a clutch win right there.
That was it. They have the power position on this particular side of the small little bit of real estate we have left. Both players are going to be alive for the side of AMK. They're going to have a full squad, and they're going to go against a full squad in AKA, who now have 15 kills on the board. They're actually going to be pushing Achman and AMK. Battle of the positions here. One Cup and Anomaly gets killed. Pele is going to be wiped.
Broken! Oh my goodness, hits him with a nasty pump. It just doesn't finish him. And AMK, like you said, Verdict is now wiped. It's going to be 3 players alive on Red Moon, 1 player on Fansigi. We have 3 players on AKA, and it's 7 players remaining.
This is a game here, dude. Namli and AKA have one of the best positions that you could spectate from. Asuna, 1 player alive for Team 3, and that's going to be our guys over at Fansigi Spriggan. Zombie Duck going to get the knock, or Wisey rather, going to get the knocks of Red Moon. I don't know why he gave up that positioning. Like, what? I mean,
One Cup makes a nice play up and over, catching Asuna on the back end here. Nice shots coming up for One Cup on Zombie, but to his right in that. Wow. One Cup had the right idea. His rotation was very nice across the rocks there, up and over, but his team kind of just fed, if I'm being polite about it.
Yeah, being polite, that's probably the best. I would have said so, though. Those guys pushed down. I'm still not understanding how that made sense. At any rate, we are going to see our guys over at Red Moon get the dub. I said it earlier. These are the guys that, you know, we have higher expectations for. They are in top 5 after the first week. They get a few kills here, 10-kill game, a first-place finish. This is definitely going to keep them in that top, you know, maybe top 5, top 7 category. They need to have a great 4th game here in order to, you know, maintain that kind of consistency. And our guys DBZ, after one hell of a second game, find themselves in a 11th place finish. And wow, I think they only had enough for 3 kills. That's a ninth. That's 1/9, dude. That's not even 10%.
Nope.
That's more than 10%. That's like 11%. 11. It's nowhere near 27, bro. Let's just be real about it. And that second place talk is now going to be back to a top 5 area in my respect.
AKA has slid in over DBZ, but the nice thing about DBZ's game 2 performance is that you could really chop that up, split it in half, and that's still going to be 2 good performances out of a different game. They were just fortunate enough to do it in one. But nonetheless, AKA putting up 13, 17, 20 kills. They've already had one 21 kill game in game 1. They've now gotten their second 20-plus kill game in game 3 and another second place. So, man, AKA is racking it up here.
Definitely been the most consistent team that I've had the fortunate to spectate. Dude, 20 kills here. They're always in that double-digit category. They're always in the top 5, top 10 area. So they're always capitalizing where they can and racking up points. They're always they got what you call that residual income, dude. They're always they're always making that money, bro. They're always consistently finishing in a top 5 position. They are always in a double-digit position. They're always going to put something on the table. Now, if we can get a little bit more consistency out of our guys over at LL, our guys over at it's really hard for me to ask, our guys over at DBZ to, be a little bit more consistent after they just had a 27 kill game. As you said, that if you break it up, that's 15 kills over 2 games, the 27 plus 3. So yeah, definitely, definitely you can see it in a better aspect, but you got to think, like, you got 27 kills. You got to put yourself in a position to, be at least in a top 10 finish or have, double-digit, in the double-digit area for kills, right?
For sure. I mean, I do want to point out, too, with AKA, they actually had a 15th place in game 2. But what they're great at is as long as they're in that final zone, as long as they have real estate in those final zones, they're putting up kills. So game 1, you see them get a second place, they drop 21 kills. Game 3, you see them get a second place, they drop 20 kills. So the common denominator for them is surviving till the end. As long as they do that, they find themselves in the right positions to get these kills that they're getting. So, that's what I got to say about them. AMK, comparing play styles between AMK and AKA, AMK, strategic all the way around, always setting up for their positioning before they try to frag. Once they set up, that's when they really start to pop off. What got the better of them in game 3 was AKA's aggression. 2 players had just gone down on AMK. They had just been revived. They're hitting their heels, and in the blink of an eye, boom, AKA swarming right on top.
Absolutely, dude. And that is going to bring us to our 4th game. Before we go any further, we are definitely going to take a look at some of these clips that COD Mobile has for us. So, guys, bear with us. We're going to go ahead and take one more short little intermission, and we're going to jump straight back into the action. So, if we were to dissect this little map here, this is the standings from week 1. It's going to be so hard to really tell where these guys are going to be at. We don't obviously keep stats, so based off of what we've seen, AMK is definitely going to be in a 1-2 spot still. AKA is still going to be in a 1-2 spot still. DBZ should be in a top 3 area. I don't think Legio, I don't think they've put up the numbers to even compete in the top 3 area anymore. And Wicked EU had a poor start last week and just came off a not so great game in game 3. So game 4 is going to be one of those games that we will continue to say is going to be a make or break moment in week 2. So Week 2 has been absolutely outstanding, guys. I've had a phenomenal time here with my guy, Citrus. Citrus is actually went to use the restroom, and I'm actually going to do the same. So, guys, bear with us for just a brief second. We'll be right back. Alrighty, guys, we are back. I do believe my guy Citrus is back.
We're here,
There
baby.
we go. Game 4 about to go underway. A lot of ups and downs. A lot of high-quality gameplay, bro. And it is, ended us up here. We are Game 4, ready to rock and roll. AKA AMG, all talk around town here. DBZ had their shine. Are they going to bounce back this game? Who knows? LL, are they out of contention? I mean, this is just a bad week, right? Or maybe first week was, pure luck. Who knows?
One thing I want to mention too is that, we've undergone a huge update in the game, right? And with that update came some brand new zones, brand new final circles. So a lot of these teams are experiencing some of these final zones for the first time. I haven't necessarily noticed that in these first 3 games here, but in other events that I've played this week, I've seen some zones that I've never seen before. I'm excited to see if we'll see one of those in Game 4. I'm also excited to see if platform is going to be reachable. It hasn't been reachable in Game 2 or in Game 3, and we saw AKA Game 1 make it to platform, drop 21 kills, and they were feasting from start to finish. So if you're an AKA fan, you're hoping that the platform is makeable, and you're hoping that your boys on AKA are going to pop off. AMK goes farm. I mean, we know that. So I'm excited to see if there's a contest there. I'm excited to see DBZ, where they drop and how they rotate. And I'm excited for Wicked EU to see if they can come out on top in an early fight and maintain that pressure that they're so good at doing.
We'll see how it goes, guys. With that being said, we're going to jump straight into the action as soon as we possibly can. Actually got about a minute before we do. I mean, everyone can win at this moment, dude. I feel like it's so early on in the tournament that it is really a toss-up, bro. We've seen DBZ contest for first place spot after a 27 kill game. We've seen LL contest the first week. They held the rankings in first place. Now it's up in the air, dude. It's pretty much anybody's ball game. And live scores would be great, but I've had a great point in chat. It's really difficult. It's not possible to get live scores due to the fact that this is an all-phone tournament, and everything needs to go under verification first before we are able to even display. So to maintain the integrity of the event, it's not possible to have live scores in this aspect. It takes time for everything to go through. And with that being said, ultimately, I kind of enjoy talking about the standings, right before we start, before the week. So next week we'll wrap up, or we'll recap everything that happened this week. And the fourth week moving forward, as the anticipation and the excitement just continue to grow. I want to take a minute to thank you guys for coming in and making sure that we are, having a phenomenal stream, guys. So if you're joining us, if you're first-time visitors, man, certainly hit that follow button. Always bringing you some great content, whether it's BR or multiplayer, bro. Definitely appreciate you for stopping by. If you're an old follower, dude, I appreciate you guys for coming through and showing me some support. It definitely means a lot. Definitely means a lot to these teams, as this is a new event that I've taken on, and I'm absolutely loving it. I'm absolutely loving the fact that you guys are embracing me with open arms. So we're going to go ahead and get started up with Game 4. Taking a look at the platform, it's going to be a frigid wetland. So, flight is going to be dead center. I'm predicting it. It's going to be dead center. How many teams are going to that platform?
If it's dead center, we're going to see AKA.
Okay.
And we're going to see D4. And here we go. We got it.
Oh!
This is what we wanted. This is what we wanted, brother.
Count it.
I would love to see Wicked EU contest, but I don't think we're going to see it, man. There's just too much for them to lose. They've had 2 strong performances out of these 3 games here. They have another 2 more weeks after this concludes today to continue to tack up these points. So I think if anyone's going, it's going to be AKA and D4. We'll have to see.
We'll have to see, and I'm going to go ahead and say AKA is in too much of a position to lose. And they're not actually going to. They're in a position where they're not going to have to even force to push this. We might see some teams who might be desperate for some kills go there and see how it pans out. And as I say that, Road 9 might be that team, but they're going to be uncontested. So they're off their bat, going to get great loot, going to be in a profitable position. And map is unfolding. We got kill house action as Team 6, Road 9, actually going to be right there on the hills of Team 23. Our guys over at Born to Kill, B2K, in the vicinity.
That's right, Vertex. And initially, the advantage was going the way of R9 with top control, but it's actually Pomky that makes a beautiful play. Up and over the top now, in pursuit of Jaguar. Has Jaguar at 1 HP, has Balam below him. That sounded funny. And Power now making a nice ninja up and in. But like that, Pomky's already made his way out. So nice movement from Pomky. Godfather is down. That King. Oh, and King also gets knocked and thirsted. Only 2 players remaining for B2K now. R9 and a 4v2 advantage. Oh, is B2K a 3-man or are they... No, they were 4-man. Okay. So Pomky now on the run. Man, and these tags are scattered, Verdict. It's going to be tough for him to collect, especially since he doesn't have a snowboard.
Yeah, and I was looking at him off the rip. I noticed that he kind of looked in the vicinity of the helicopter, and I was like, dude, don't do it. Don't you do it. I know he wanted to jump in that heli, but that was not going to be the move, as those things are banned. We are going to see PG actually scatter the area in the airborne, try to get a better visual, but I don't think he has any idea where Pomky went. Pomky's movement was on point. He got in and out like it was nobody's business. Evaded pretty much everyone in the area. So we are going to see Pomky evade for the time being. But Team 3, our guys over at Fan Siggy Spriggan, actually going to be in the area to take on some heat here, as we're going to see some more action over at Kill House.
Yep, Killhouse popping off once again. Just gonna, not that you have to switch over to any of these teams, but there's a small fight at range happening at Harbor. There's a fight coming together at Radar Base. And
down goes Pomky. Pomky is wiped.
Tough start and finish for B2K in this game 4. Payday picking up a kill. And now it looks like Fancy's getting the better of R9 at Killhouse.
We are going to see Fansiggy actually get 2 kills. Asuna JB getting thirst and or knocks and finishes. So what started off to be a great match for the guys over at Jesus, I just lost my train of thought there. R9, Ronin 9. I don't know why I just blanked out there. But what started off to be a great start for Ronin 9 is actually going to be a pretty desperate position now as Team 13, Team 3 rather, Fansiggy is actually going to make their way in and help level the playing field. And we are going to see 3 players now for Ronin 9 actually be down and out. Tags going to have to be scanned for them to come back in. And just like that, Fansiggy was in, they're out, dude. They spot what looks like Team 13. Is that Karma or not Karma Squad, but Panther family?
Real quick, Team 19 and Team 20 here. This is going to be the boys of the Suns versus Cynical. Cynical in a very tight spot now. Simple does have great control on top of this 2-story, but there are 3 players from Suns right below him. The revive goes out for Cynical though. How clutch that was. So now, what was a 1v3 going against Cynical is now a 3v3 stand-up fight. And Simple's going to need to deploy some patience here and just work off his teammates that are on bottom ground. Snova's coming out way of Mayru here, trying to create some separation in this building. They definitely have a good idea that all 3 players on Suns are hunkered down here, so it's all about taking the angles. In this L building here on the backside, there's actually a ladder that if they were to climb that, they could get a really nice cross into that building. But it looks like they're going to use airborne instead, which will work just the same.
Yeah, that building's kind of open. I would have probably, I mean, if that was a last resort, yeah. But with it being like kind of like out in the open, you don't have really much to take advantage of as far as cover. Getting in that airborne is definitely going to make for a better move. And with that being said, we are going to see Fura take out Don Perry, but Toxic is going to get a refrag there as we take a look at Team 7 and LL, who are all over the kill feed. They're going to be wiped? What?
My goodness, Verdict. This just wasn't their day, man.
This wasn't their week, bro. This is the 4th straight game where they were not in a top 10, not in a double-digit kill. This update nerfed LL, if you ask me. They're gonna have to find their bearings and come back and have a better week next week as they are wiped early. Tito goes down for the side of KA King's Army, and we're going to see both those players back on revive flight. With that being said, we are going to see a cluster of players come back off that first one, and that's going to lead us to our first circle closing in. 19 teams left, 21 players alive. High expectations for our guys LL coming in this week. Unable to hold their end of the bargain as they are wiped early. All 4 games, in my opinion.
Slide on board with teammate Wicked EU. They've made a nice push just outside of farm into L8 here. Apex picks up 2 huge kills inside of this building. All with the KRM. That's a nifty little skin he's got there. And I think that leaves only... Is it 1 player now? This was... Yeah, Zara, last remaining player for L8. Skirting on out of there. We caught the tail end of that. So Wicked getting this early momentum. And Achman gets a double kill on Suns? You don't say.
Definitely gets a knock. He definitely gets the finish there too as Apathy goes down and he is out. Broken picks up 1 kill. 2 kills, there we go. Clark gets thirsted. Gorez, actually, is this going to be 3 maybe? No, maybe the kill feed just wasn't picking up. All right, so, yeah, Broken actually going to get 1 of those kills. Okay, Broken gets 1, Ackman gets 2. Naruto, they're up to 3 kills now, and they're actually going to be taking some more heat there as, oh my god, I got to switch back over to Wicked EU. We're going to see Satama. Oh no, Wicked is gone!
Fancy light work, making light work of Wicked EU there. Now Wicked EU in 19th place, Verdict.
And Fancy with 7 kills on the board. They're definitely in a position to be in the top fraggers in the lobby at the moment. So 7 kills for them. They make mincemeat of our guys over at Wicked, who had a phenomenal first 3 games. 4th games down and out. I don't even think they had a kill on the board, bro.
Oh my goodness. Oh, Wicked. I think that they had squad wipes one team just about, but I mean, with the placement they got, they're really only going to get a handful of points overall. That's going to be tough. It looks like we might see AMK now rotating into Team 12. That's going to be KS, and boom, just like that. Go on board with Crispies and Achman. They tag team a kill there onto Odin. And if you notice here, the way that AMK is playing it, right? This zone is only ticking for 1 right now. It might be on the verge of 2, but they're playing outside of it. They're playing so defensively, smart, wise, strategic play from them. Just trying to get to these end circles. Looks like radar base is popping off. We got Team 10, we got Team 20.
Yep, I was just taking a look at that. I didn't even take a look at AMK as Bogota, last player alive for SS, this Team 19. These guys tried to make something happen here as Saya, Team 19, Bogota, last player alive. Escanor is going to be right on the other side of this wall. This might be murder she wrote for them, as Team 10 has this place like all perimeter. Fearless Esports, a team that we have not mentioned a ton this stream. Going to be finally getting some respect due to them as they pick up a plethora of kills, almost squad wiping team 19 here at Bogota, last player, 25 health, not looking too good for him.
Nope, he was just, oh my goodness.
Oh, get bounced on.
Oh boy. That was lethal.
That was lethal. That was toxic, bro. Just watching that made me cringe a little bit.
Seriously.
Oh.
Hit him with a sleight of hand.
I know, right? All right, we are going to see some more action in radar base. It looks like Team 15 is going to be sliding on in, wanting some of that smoke.
Ooh, and Team 2, they're in a nice close fight here with Team 13. Full court press. They've now just hit the snowboards, man. That's like the caster kryptonite right there.
Oh,
go to spectate a nice close range.
Out of here. Get out. You know, not going to happen. Worst spectator EU, what I read in chat earlier, bro. Give me a break, man. It's so hard. There's so much action going on. I'm giving you the best we got here. We're going to take a look at as much teams, as many perspectives as possible. I'm going to get you the action that we see off the rip, bro. But I can't be everywhere at the same time. We are not ESPN, bro.
Yeah, it's just a couple of guys being bros.
Exactly.
I'm now on board.
I mean, we're
10,
like, we're actually apartment lads. We're actually sharing an apartment. We're actually in the next room over, dude. It's crazy. We're just kicking it.
We're using the same microphone through the wall.
That's what it sounds like sometimes, man. I'm self-conscious of my mic now, dude. Why did you have to do me like that?
It's all good. We got stadium seating behind us. That's why we sound like this.
There we go. That's absolutely right, bro. There we go. DBZ picking up some kills on the feed. They got 3 kills on the board, and them playing outside of zone here. Big Bertha's gonna come through. Big Bertha, Kazu, Big Bertha. They love the Big Bertha, and they are gonna make their way into the zone with it. As we are gonna be taking a look at some more action. As we wanted to see Team 6 there. Team 6. One more team down from where we're at now. That's going to be Ronin 9. Going to be taking some action outside of this
there was
little radar base area.
Bunkered down. There was a point in time where there was one player alive only on R9, and they have their full team back with 4 kills, so that's a good look for them. D4 exchanging with UME. Only 2 players now remaining on UME. This is a close fight. Close quartered fight. Hopefully we can get some action out of this one. Looks like D4 is suffocating these last 2 remaining players on UME here. Legend gets top control. In a matter of seconds. Ooh, Noobs actually loses that 1v1, but the trade is there. And on the backside, Legend picks up the other player, and that is a wipe for UME. Once again, DBZ in the kill feed.
Oh, who threw gas instead of smoke, man? Someone get these guys some glasses, bro. You know
Colorblind.
You know those guys meant to throw smoke, but definitely pick the gas instead. We're going to see some more action from AMK. Oh my god, Naruto, Christie's, all of these guys coming in, getting the effective clean come through as Broky gets taken out, but at what expense? It might be a team wipe for the guys over at D4. They're out of here!
That's it, man. Nice read from AMK.
Hell of a read, dude. And they're up to 8 kills now, putting their names up there as far as that kill contest goes for this game. And they lose one, Bennett. I mean, come on now. Team wipe on D4. Well played for them.
Yeah, he's got 5 seconds on that revive. It's going to be synchronized with the zone closing. So I think what you'll see is Broken landing back at his crate potentially. Achman maybe hanging behind with Medic to try and support him. But no, it looks like they're just going to rotate out. Not sure where Broken's going to land. As one of these final zones now closes in, including a majority of downtown on the outskirts of it. Richard Rawl picks up a nice snipe on Gaz there in the kill feed. I saw Richard putting some nice snipes down earlier as well as they close the distance on one of these players from
yeah, DBZ, Lighteen, gonna be like one of the last players alive. No, everybody's back. Everybody's back on revive flight.
2 HP verdict, man. He's got to dodge every bullet imaginable to get to his team right now. And he's running right into AMK, who's also rotating in.
Oh, wow. What a... what a transition, dude. You run away from one devil only to be encountered by ones that are much worse. AMK rolling through the neighborhood like the big bad bullies, coming in through the clean house, bro. They don't stop, though. That's interesting that they didn't stop in the area when there were multiple teams here. I'm not sure, what they were
doing was they were
didn't see.
Setting up for Broken, who just came in off the revive. And if I take a look at Broken's crate here, Broken was able to hit that airdrop. So good plays. Asuna gets a huge knock and a thirst onto Vegeta. This is a nice fight going down here. I'm on board with Shadow. But it really might be the Fancy boys that we want to take a look at here. Yeah, I'm on board with Asuna now. In a good position here. 2 players on DBZ in front of him. This might get to a stalemate as we do see several sniper kills in the kill feed. 1 minute and 15 seconds before this zone closes. So the rotation going in favor of Fancy, who is now hunkered down in this building, looking to gatekeep DBZ. But DBZ has airborne down. Good choice, good position with the smoke there. Pelly gets a knock on talent with the nade and the thirst. So I'm just kind of gliding around here, taking a look. I think the real action is going to come in about 50 seconds. I'm trying to see where, DBZ, where I was wondering where they landed. They've taken top control now in that building. I'm going to slide over to AKA real quick and take a look.
That's exactly where I'm at, dude. One Cup, Pele, and Zine all taking some shots on to Kish, who's in a motorcycle. I don't think I've ever seen him in one of those things. I'm kidding, obviously. Kish, one of those pests who made some work out of that motorcycle earlier in the first 4 games. Gets a little bit of air there, and if he was a little bit slower, he might have got taken out, but he also might have got a knock on somebody. But played it a little bit safe as Kish, one of those pesky players on the cycle, just running through the map. Last player alive, duly noted, and I don't think there is a revive flight left, so this is leaving us exactly where we stand. So if you're alive now, you've got the opportunity to play the zone. Oh, One Cup takes a shot on Naruto.
That's a huge shot.
What a cluster it is outside of this house as they AMK opts to set up for position. They are actually going to be in a disposition as Christie's actually going to go down. Naruto going to get revived, but...
God, dude, Broken is just such a beast. Oh. Oh!
What an animal.
Dude, he doesn't stop. He doesn't miss. This dude clutching up big for his team. Christie's unfortunately will not be able to come back because the revives have ended, but still 3 players standing for AMK in the center of this next zone. Rotating in now, we have Red Moon squared off against Fancy, and Red Moon getting the better of them here, closer to downtown. Richard and Wisey in a 2v1 here against JB, and JB gets knocked by Zine, actually, at long range. Still in a 2v2 is Red Moon versus Fancy, and Wisey gets the better of Zuyak. But Asuna's there for the trade. It's now a 1v1. Asuna's going to give it up. He's going to hit the airborne. Smart play. Good use of the ninja there. Naruto gets a nice nade onto Shadow meanwhile. Naruto and company on AMK in great position. AKA holding a... And Naruto somehow kills himself. That's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. How did that happen? They are inside the building. They're not actually in an area where people can, other than get the wall bangs off, dude. That is one thing about being in that building. It definitely covers your, your position on the map, but it also allows for people to, just blankly shoot inside the building, leading to a few shots and forcing you to get out or waste health. And it's just one of those things. It's a back and forth. It's a pro and a con that ultimately.
I'm on board with Aphelion, who's now rotated wide left. He was looking for a push on that team 10, but he's going to give that up. All right, so I think from Aphelion, you're going to see a lot of snowboard play, playing for place. Ooh, broken once again. Slippery dog he is. Back to, oh my god, he's just an animal. Helly's actually able to get that. God damn, Broken is so good. All right, now Aphelion.
Cracked.
He is, dude. I swear, one of the best players in the game. So Aphelion now in a tough spot, hits a rock on that snowboard, but gets himself up and out. He's playing now for placement. 2 players on AKA, 2 players on Fantasy, Aphelion, and 2 players on Team 10. This is going to be a brawl right here. Aphelion gets the better of Boyd. I'm staying on board with Aphelion.
Yep, we're going to jump over to Aphelion now as I see him pick up his 6th kill. Going to get the medic down. He's going to be pushed by one of the players from AKA. Pele going to get some shots on him, but Pele not in the same category. Pele's going to be taken out. Nomley's going to be squad wiped by Lighteen. And DBZ, Lighteen, and Ackman are going to be fighting it out 1v1 style.
Oh my goodness. The pressure is on for both of these players. We have Ackman running medic and Lighteen running, running airborne. So
OP nade! Woo! What
Took
a nade, dude. They buffed nades, did they not?
They did, man. And that thing was cooked to perfection from Ackman right there. Oh my
What a
goodness.
nade, dude. I've seen this guy clutch up multiple times. That one was probably, now, you know what, the sneaky snake in the grass was my favorite. That one was a close second, though. That was one hell of a 1v1. That nade, absolutely OP.
Goodness.
Our guys over at AMK take the dub, bro.
He had just come off an incredibly well-played 2v1 against AKA. Lighteen was able to steal one of those 2 kills, but Ackman played that cover to perfection and followed it up with a perfect play right after it in that 1v1 with the nade. My boy Ackman. He deserved that interview last week, Verdict.
He did, bro. He did. I was so looking forward to another interview this week from one of our guys, but unfortunately we weren't able to get it scheduled in due to the fact that we didn't have a proper translator, man. It was just so fortunate. We won't even talk about that. We'll take a look at the kill feeds and everything. 17 kills for our guys over at AMK. And absolute slaughterfest at the end led to a 1v1 where a nade decided the fate and ultimately favored my guy Ackman, and an absolute beast. Played it to perfection. Played the zone to perfection. Played his abilities very well. Takes the dub. 17 kills for them. Definitely going to put them back in the contention of that first, second place spot. And AKA Team 4 actually going to get 10 kills and a third place finish. So it's going to be interesting to see how this scorecard looks. I know we're not going to see LL in the top 3 picture. We might even see them in the top 5, dude. That's sad to say. Maybe not even maybe top 10, but that's pushing it.
I know. They had 430 points coming in, but I mean, I can't see them getting more than maybe 120 points today, to be honest.
I mean, that's actually being very generous, bro. That's sad, but it's very true. DBZ, a team that we didn't see too much out of this game, going to get a second place finish with 7 kills. So great placement points and some kill points. Going to definitely put them in the top 3 position, as we saw Wicked actually crap the bed earlier on, and they found themselves out of the game before we even got into the top 10 area. Unfortunate for them, as we do see a lot of action, and that is actually going to bring us to the end of our 4th game and the end of our stream, bro. It feels like we just started. Am I right?
I know. It's unbelievable. I mean, I feel like that every time I watch EU events because I'm West Coast and I feel blessed by the sun all the time. But yeah, man, that thing flew by in that 4-game season. And the content that we got was spectacular.
Absolutely
I was
phenomenal.
loving
It was absolutely phenomenal. And after that, dude, looking forward to another great week next week. Closing words, dude. Citrus, what you got, man? I'm gonna put it on the table for you to take first.
Well, I want to find the bitter and the sweet with the fact that we don't have live scoring. I think that anyone that's a fan of any one of these teams can be doing the math themselves. We're fortunate enough that none of these games we lagged out of, so we have the results for you guys to go back and see. It's tough for us to predict. We saw an absolute slugfest between AMK and AKA. We saw Wiki EU making a statement today, DBZ making a huge statement today. And this game 4, I'm looking at Fearless Esports in fourth place making a statement. So is the top 3 a tight race right now between AMK, AKA, and DBZ? Surely it is. But I think what this means is that the teams that are getting better are only getting better. And if you're not riding that momentum, then you're falling off, unfortunately. Of course, every week is a new week. But the 3 teams that I just mentioned, AMK, AKA, and DBZ, and Wicked EU, I am excited to see the way that you guys perform next week.
You heard it here first, guys. Next week is where we're going to find all the action, because next week is going to be the best week, right? We got 2 more weeks left, and we're going to crown some champions. That's going to conclude our stream today. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be raiding my guy Karma, so make sure you embrace him with some open arms. Got to show my guy Karma over at Karma EU some love. Drop him a follow. Drop him some mana if you got to. Drop him some elixir if you got to. Do what you got to do. Show the man some love. Pay the man some respect. Big daps. We'll be back next week. I'm Verdict. That's Citrus, guys. Drop us a follow on Twitter. Drop us a follow on Trovo. My guy Citrus always live. We'll see you back next week.
Later, guys.